Very good morning to all. This is the first class for BCom third sem students. Today I am going to explain about what content should be taught in the BCom third sem. We are going to talk about the syllabus first, then we will go for explaining each unit in the further classes. After a long period of gap, because of you all know that a pandemic COVID-19, it does lots of damages to the human being, also the great loss to the world. Even though we have to take the care for ourselves and also our family members, this online classes will be engaged for your kind knowledge plus information, and we have to cover up the syllabus in prescribed academic year. So we will continue with the first unit, that is Introduction to MS Excel. The unit first covering Introduction to Excel. In that we are going to talk about the features of MS Excel, that is what we call electronic spreadsheet. This is, we are going to talk about the rows and columns, the calculation in a tabular format. It makes our calculation simple and easy. These are what kind of features we have in this particular application software that comes with a MS Office package. And in this particular unit 1, we are coming to know that what is worksheet and what is workbook and what is cell pointer, and we are talking about the addresses of the cell. It is very important to know the parts of MS Excel window, and also we are going to how to save, how to open, how to close, how to move, how to copy, how to delete the sheets in the workbook. Then we are going to talk about the entering and editing a data in a worksheet. There are the several methods, through mouse, through keyboard, we can insert the data, we can copy a data, we can move the data from one sheet to another sheet. That can be done in this particular Excel. It helps the BCom student to manage their accounts, manage their calculation in a simple manner and easy manner with a very short period of time. That can be done in this particular Excel. That is, then we are talking about the different type of addressing method that can be covered in the first unit. Then we are going to talk about the second unit, that is what we thought about the particular introduction. Then we come to know that how we are going to working with the different functions available in MS Excel. But in what we are going to talk about, this is in the Excel, that is 2007, Office 2007 come up with a lot of features. In that we have a latest, the predefined or pre-written formulas can called as a functions. We come to that meaning of functions and how it can be useful for our calculation. That can be done in this particular unit. Then we are going to talk about the different types of functions which are available with the MS Excel 2007. That can be learned in this particular unit 2. Then third, we talk about the templates, that is we are going to talk about the graphics and charts. Instantly we can create a charts, we can come up with a different type of graphs which are available in MS Excel. And we are talking about the shortest method to run the macros, create the macros, delete the macros, that can be done in this particular unit. Then we are going to talk about the different methods of sorting, arranging a data in a order, that can be done in the particular data sorting. Then we know that the filtering method is also available in this particular Excel, that is the filtering takes place for different type of calculations which come across in our future. Then validation, consolidation grouping, that can be done, and we can summarize the calculations with a latest pivot table, that is come up with a pivot table, then we have to come up with a pivot charts and reports. This can be done in this particular topic in unit 2. Then we covering up in a third unit, we talk about the DBMS. It is a short form of database management system. Almost all you know that world now depending upon the database management system. Without database, computer doesn't work in the organization, any hospital, any education institutions, any organization, any multinational companies, any international companies, any organization come up with a database concept. In this particular unit, we come up with the basics, the evolution, how the database started, and what are the different types of databases, and what are the database models that can be done in this particular. We learned about these things in this particular database, and different components come up with the different components, that is database system components. Then database and management control, that is there are different controls which are available in this particular DBMS concept. We are going to cover up in the third unit. Then the database development process, there are different methods to develop the database that can be covered in this particular unit. Then designs, to design there are some certain principles we have to follow. In a computer literature we call it as a development of database. Then we come to know that the different models which is used for your study, relational model and relational model implementation, database management, RDBMS concept, it complete knowledge about what kind of databases we can design for the organization for future reference. We can learn this, all these points in this particular third unit, that is what we are talking about, DBMS. It is more useful for the especially commerce students. We come to know that we know the SAP technology, we talk about the different accounting databases. Then we are talking about the different database for example, for your kind information, you take an example of Aadhaar card. You know the person behind this, that is Nandan Nilekani. He is a developer such a kind of database which is a unique and which is used for every citizen of India. It is behind this particular Aadhaar card, we have a concept of database. Then this is what we are going to talk about, the database that can be covered. This topic is covered and clearly it is understood by the students in particularly third unit. Then we move to the fourth unit. On the basis of database in third unit, we come up with a MS Access. It is one of the application software comes under MS Office package. Here it is for third SEM students. We are going to study about the MS Access. Access a very simple and user interface. Anybody can easily access, create the small tables, the huge tables according to your requirement. As per the organization requirement, we can create attributes, we can create fields, we can set the field validation. That can be done in particular this MS Access. Very simple and very easy to work. Data, information, database, file, record. These are the different elements which can be used in this particular MS Access syllabus. And field features, then we can talk about the limitations and advantages of MS Access. There are certain limitations for every software. If you are using application software, definitely there are some advantages, beyond that some limitations. Limitations means we have to stop the things for a certain period of time that can be used by that software. Then we are talking about different applications of MS Access. There are certain applications come up with a MS Access. Then parts of MS Access window. When you open the MS Access window, there are different parts we come across. Then we talk about different objects of the MSFX. That is what we are talking about, the tables, forms, queries, reports. We are going to, particularly while learning this fourth unit, we come to this particular topic, then we can elaborate these objects in this particular classes. Then we come to the data validation checks. There are record level validation, then field level validation. There are two types of validations methods. Then there are some other elements we can use it in to restrict the data entry, field entry, that can be done in this validation process. And this unit cover up brief about what the access, how it works, how it is useful for the commerce students. And almost all this small, the database concept, we can use it for our day-to-day life, which can be useful for your keeping your records in a safer side as per your requirement. Then we will move to the fifth unit, that is currently what we are in the platform, that is management information system. We are learning about in this particular, we are talking about the first unit, introduction to Excel, working with the Excel, database management. We come to the MS Access. In this particular fifth unit, this is for commerce students. It is more useful because every management now need information systems. Within a fraction of second, you need information on your fingertips, on your screen. It is every MD is required to know about what, how it can be useful for the organization setup. To run organization, we know that what are the different kind of information is required for the different levels of management, bottom level to top level management. So we require information should be in a hand, in a fraction of second it is available. So we come to know that in particular fifth unit, what is the concept, why we require this MIS, that can be done in this particular concept of MIS, that is management information system. Then where the source can be collected for managing this data, that is source of data. Once the data is collected, how it can be processed with the help of different kind of softwares. Then information requirements of different levels of organization. We talk about labor to management. In middle we have supervisors, we have some officers. Like that, in your working day-to-day working environment, you come across these management. We talk about the top, middle and bottom. All three levels of management utilizing this information system for to manage their works, day-to-day work, that can be done with the help of this concept. Desired properties of management information, that is, there are different types of properties we come across for this management information. What kind of properties we have for this MIS? We learn in this particular further classes. and to manage this one person is needed. He is called as a system analyst, to design, to manage, to administrate the role of system analyst, and he is responsible. Every organization need a system analyst to design the MIS for their day-to-day work. This is what we are going to talk about in the third semester. Hope that the syllabus helpful to the commerce students. These are the 5 units we are going to cover up in the coming online classes. If government permits, we are going to start with the offline